So the internet is still reacting to the announcement that Jeezy filed for divorce from Jeannie Mai. Well, of course, this has brought up a lot of the past things that Jeannie Mai has said on The Real, including how she likes her dark meat on the side, but her white meat keeps her lean and mean. And was this divorce leaked to the press? Welcome back to the Kempire channel, your #1 source for pop culture news and music, entertainment, reality TV, and so much more. As always, be sure to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and hit that notification bell so you never miss out on breaking news when we go live or when we upload. So yesterday we had a lot of breakup news to report. And we briefly spoke about the Jeezy and Jeannie Mai situation, and we told you that Jeezy was the one that filed for divorce. Okay? We told you that he was the one that filed for divorce and he was asking for joint custody and that he wanted this prenuptial agreement that they put in place on March 26th of 2021. He wanted that to be held. Okay? He wanted that to be held in place. He wanted everything to be followed in regards to that prenuptial agreement. We have no idea what's within this prenuptial agreement, but both of these individuals came into this marriage with having their own thing. I'm sure it's going to be, if there is any issue, it will be more about child support, but I don't see that being an issue, but we shall see. We shall see. But our friends over at Layla Lynn, as you know, we've collaborated with Layla for quite some time. And of course, she always does her stellar reporting. So according to Layla, when this divorce was announced, she went into, not to the Google schmoogle, but she went on to the places you go in order to find these court documents. And she says the divorce document was not available at the time of this announcement. So it makes her believe that this was leaked.
That document is typically what's going to happen in their divorce. It's unfortunate to see them get divorced, being that they have a child involved, but it is actually happening. And the fact that these court records weren't available this morning when I looked through the computer system, but it was already in the news when I looked through the computer system, tells me that their divorce information was leaked. Like it was leaked to the press before it was updated in the computer systems. That's what it looks like. And I'm just curious who leaked that information. I'm just curious. We see that Jeezy filed for divorce, so it could be that the information was leaked by an employee at the court system, like at Fulton County Courthouse, or it could be somebody on Jeezy's team that leaked that information. But in any case, Jeezy filed for divorce.
And when we say leaked, was it leaked by someone at the courthouse or was it leaked by Jeezy and his team? Or, I know this doesn't necessarily make sense, but you never know people's intentions, Jeannie Mai. Because if this information wasn't even in the court system at the time of the news breaking, it does make you believe, allegedly, that someone leaked this to the press. It wouldn't be the first time that a worker at one of these establishments has leaked information to the press. I don't know if it's a big deal. I don't know how this would benefit Jeezy, maybe get ahead of the narrative by leaking this information to the press. I don't know. I feel like this is a distraction from his book. We just talked about how Jeannie was promoting his New York Times best-selling book. And some of you thought, oh, this is just him using this to stir press for his book. His book was doing well already without the press. But that doesn't mean that someone in the Jeezy's team allegedly doesn't feel like bad or good press is press in promotion for this book. Doesn't mean that Jeezy knew that this was going to happen. He might be blindsided because now people are saying that Jeannie Mai was blindsided by this information coming out or blindsided by this divorce. I don't think Jeannie was blindsided by this divorce because according to the court documents, Jeezy can say whatever he wants because he's filing it, that they had been separated for some time. Her post celebrating his book and talking about walking through life with him was just a week ago. We don't know the facts of the situation. You never know how people are living. She could be hopeful, but he was like, no, I'm done. I'm done with you fetishizing me. Well, here's the thing. I knew immediately when we reported on the story. I told you I never really watched their relationship. I really didn't care. No offense to them. Happy for them. Good for you. But as soon as they got together, people kept on bringing up one of the things that Jeannie Mai said on The Real. And now that they're divorcing, they're like, see, we were right. We were right about Jeannie Mai. So let me just play a clip for you of what she said on The Real.
Black guys, yeah, I did. But for me, dark meat on the side, white keeps me mean and lean. You know, that's why I married white man. That's what I like.
Hold up. What do you mean, dark meat on the side? Because she lightweight offensive.
I'm not. I'm saying, like, I really do think black men are attractive. I do. Like, that's my...
Well, what do you mean, dark meat on the side?
That means, honey.
You
know what that means.
Wait, what are you reading it as?
How did you say it?
I'm just saying it like when I think about men, I like dark men. I do.
You like your main man to be white and your side piece
No.
That's what you said. That's what you said. Well, Jeezy did address this in a past radio interview where he said she brought it up to me. She initiated this conversation probably when they first got together because she knew that once this information that they were dating came out, that people were going to bring this up. And she says that her comments were taken out of context. What context did we need, girl? You said what you said. You like your black men on the side, but the one that you're going to marry is going to be the white man. So, of course, this has stirred the conversation and like, see, we told you about her. I do believe that people can learn and grow, especially after you start dating someone, after you have now a biracial child that's going to grow up with this experience of being part black. And also after you're dating someone, I'm sure he's telling her of his experiences. She read his book and she talked about in the post how the book really gave her insight to his life. I'll remind you what she said on this post. She says, today I celebrate a remarkable milestone achieved by my husband, Jeezy, whose memoir, Adversity for Sale, has soared to the New York Times bestsellers list. She says, your story has always been an inspiration to me, but seeing it in print has left me even more in awe of your strength and wisdom. You invited us into the most intimate corners of your life where pain and triumph coexist. This moment isn't just a testament to your literary skills, baby, but a recognition of your ability to inspire through the power of storytelling. I'm endlessly grateful for your voice in this world, honored to walk beside you, my love. So I do believe that she could have learned and grown from this. But of course, the internet never forgets. The internet never forgets. And this clip has been circulating. And a lot of you have been like, see, I told you about her. We don't know why these two have decided to divorce. I told you just yesterday that a lot of these pandemic relationships and marriages seem to be falling apart now. And it is important to think in your mind that the reason why things might be falling apart with these pandemic relationships because the world was extremely different when people formed these relationships. First off, people wanted to have someone around because you couldn't be around anyone else. Secondly, you couldn't go out and do things. So everyone was at home. You were just very limited on your social capabilities. You were also a very different person, I'm sure, during the pandemic. And I feel like people have evolved and changed in different ways after
we outside.
Everything is a little bit different. And I think that has changed the dynamics of relationships. We were just talking about that with the Ariana Grande divorce because she met her husband during the pandemic and got married to him. Okay. And according to reports, they were saying their dynamics changed because now she was going out of the home and now she was working more. Like the dynamics changed. So it makes me wonder if that was what was going on with Jeezy and Genie, or was it some of these microaggressions that still exist? Because no matter how she says this was taken out of context, according to him, he says that she told me that this was taken out of context. And he literally defended her in this conversation, saying that, she's from the Bay, she knows E40 better than me.
Hell no.
He says she's an upstanding person. Look, we don't know. However, the fact that in that moment when she was first dating him, telling him that it was taken out of context instead of saying, I was ignorant, I shouldn't have said that, says all I need to know about Jeannie Mai and if she learned and growed from this then when she told him this. And we can get to a whole longer conversation on the fetishization of Black men by other cultures and the relationship of Black people with other cultures. But we won't, because that's just a longer, deeper conversation. We can have that conversation in the comment section. But the fact that she tried to backtrack during this clip of the reel, it's like, oh, that's not what I meant. No, Tamar knew what you meant. Tamara was like this, and Tamara's like, I don't know what is happening right now. Adrian's looks like, woo, girl, shut up, shut up, shut up. Lonnie was like,
hold up. What do you mean?
We know exactly what she meant in that moment. And I wonder where that mentality develops from. Guys, as always, we love your constructive, grown conversation. No attacking of people's opinions in the comment section, but be mindful and respectful. I want to know your thoughts on this old clip of Jeannie Mai from The Reel and what Jeezy had to say in regards to this clip as well. As always, be sure to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and hit that notification bell so you never miss out on breaking news when we go live or when we upload. Thanks for watching.
You bring the lighter. I got